world energy situation has significantly changed. From only one recent economic crisis, the demand for energy suddenly dropped, causing crude oil prices to sharply fall, as well as natural gas prices. Nonetheless, the president of International Gas Union firmly held that in the long run, world's energy consumption will continue to rise above 30 to 40% more than present day. Energy would be used in forms of electricity generation and transportation due to rising world population along with economic growth and city expansion. Apart from securing enough energy resources to meet consumption demand, every country will also have to take into account pollution issue that comes with burning fuels, such as carbon dioxide emission to cause global warming effects. Furthermore, a disastrous example of cheap nuclear energy that had cost Japan priceless economic and physical losses in 2010 is pushing the world toward safer natural gas usage, which is efficient in terms of quality, price, and sufficient reserve that could last another 250 years. In similar perspective, CEO of Petronas, the Central Malaysian National Energy Unit, confirms the 40% surge in energy use within 2035, comparing to 2008 levels of consumption. He said that the future 80% of energy use will comprise of fossil fuels such as oil, natural gas, and coal. Comparably, natural gas is the key toward powering up the world and at the same time fits into the picture of green energy. Natural gas, in essence, produces half the amount of carbon dioxide coal does and one-third the amount oil does. It also is extremely safer than nuclear power. Therefore, many countries have planned to increase the production size of natural gas-powered electricity. For instance, European Union would increase its production capacity to 26% by 2035 from its original 20% capacity in 2009. For Malaysia, one angle is to play the role of exporters of liquid natural gas or LNG, and at the same time prepares to tackle local increasing demand. This includes construction of 3 regasification terminals and floating LNG or FLNG vessels. Thailand is as well in the same trend to tap up more natural gas to power the economy. In estimate, the country consumes roughly 5,000 square feet of natural gas daily, and the figure would rise by 3 to 4% each year, depending on economic expansion. Most of the Thai consumed resources, or about 70%, come from the Gulf of Thailand. If Thailand cannot secure more sources of natural gas within the next few years, production capacity will reach maximum, eventually decrease and deplete. Consequently, the country must find more energy supply elsewhere to ensure energy sustainability in the long run. As a result, the core energy producer of Thailand, PTT Public Company Limited, invested in the construction of LNG receiving terminal in Maptaput Industrial Estate, which began operations in 2011. The terminal supports LNG containment at a level of 5 million tons and would expand within the next 4 years at a double capacity.
Looking at the conference, that natural gas will be the energy of choice in the next decade. Yes. We're also very lucky that in Thailand, natural gas up till now is still being be the main energy for the country. But looking to the future, because of the discovery of a very big reserve of natural gas in US from the shale gas, from the shale layer, that opened up a new possibility for the world energy market. Another reason was that to produce 1 unit of electricity, if we use natural gas as raw material, as compared with coal, the carbon dioxide emission per unit of energy produced of natural gas is just half of the coal. So it means that in the future, the world will shift forward using less of the coal as a source for electricity to more gas. And naturally, we can see a lot of LNG business in this conference. And the world is gradually moving toward more the use of natural gas instead of use of oil, liquid, or coal as a source of the energy in the next decade.
Yes. What is the investment plan for PTT Group for supplying LNG?
There are both supply and demand side. On the demand side, we have planned to expand our existing regasification facility in Mataput from current 5 million tons into 10 million tons.
Yeah.
That will probably take another 4 years to complete. That is one thing. Another thing was that we are looking for opportunity to invest to secure the source of supply of the gas. We are now in United States looking for opportunity to export some of the shale gas.
Yeah.
We are in Australia. We have one FLNG project. That again is to trying to secure sort of supply of LNG. And now we are bidding for one East African project in Mozambique in the Cope Energy. This again to secure the long-term supply of LNG back to Thailand.
At present, the proportion of Thailand's LNG usage stays at around 2% of the total natural gas demand. In 2026, it is forecast to drastically rise to 40%. Apart from basic infrastructure investment to import more LNG into the country, PTT also invests in its PTT EP and PTT International subsidiaries to develop FLNG vessels to tap remote marine gas reserves that may situate further than 1,000 kilometers from shore, which is more expensive to lay gas pipes at the distance. The FLNG vessel will suck up natural gas from under the ocean and liquefy the gas to increase the amount it can transport back. This method will save time, costs, and material needed to construct oil rigs, which is less risky if natural gas in a certain area has low reserves. FLNG attributes helps define new limits in tapping out natural gas. As such, many energy companies have brought their creation of FLNG models to the table at the World Gas Forum this year to show off exploration capacity and technological readiness. A Chinese company, China National Petroleum Corporation or CNPC, demonstrated its technological prowess with a newfound method to dig deep over 3 kilometers into the earth, use pressure to break underground rocks, and suck up natural gas called shale gas for use. Moreover, the company presented its East-West gas pipeline, which is currently under construction. The first phase has already been completed, laying pipes between Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan, while Phase 2 construction is underway to Shanghai, which has a total pipeline distance of 8,700 kilometers. In the event, the world's biggest exporter of natural gas like Qatar brought in Qatar Gas Company to illustrate a full-scale city plan purposed for tapping, transforming, and exporting the commodity. The city model includes seaports that can receive a maximum of 6 oil tankers that can contain 130,000 tons of natural gas per ship daily. Malaysia and Thailand had already seen potential in this city and prepared to order in substantial amount of gas from Qatar. In retrospect, the World Gas Forum 2012 information and technology gathered by various countries reflect similar visions and trends. This includes prospects of natural reserves, energy demand, transportation technology, and investment on natural gas. This information is of utmost importance to pave way for energy blueprints over the next decade, with the ultimate goal to possess sufficient energy for the people, enabling the empowerment of continuous energy use for both short-term and long-term.